The Alfa Romeo Stelvio is being thoroughly rethought for its second generation, which was supposed to arrive in 2026 but has now been delayed until 2027 at the earliest. While it will still sport Alfa Romeo's typically sensual styling, the SUV will now be sold with a choice of either a hybrid or a fully electric powertrain. The Stelvio will also migrate to the STLA large platform, which could push the compact SUV closer to midsize territory. A future performance-oriented quadrifoglio variant could make use of the Hurricane twin-turbocharged inline-six that is also due to appear in its platform mate, the Dodge Charger. The Chevy Bolt returns after a brief hiatus, with updated battery and charging technology that make it more competitive in the rapidly changing EV market. The body is shared with the previous Bolt EUV, but the front and rear ends gain sharper styling. Under the skin is a new lithium iron phosphate battery that helps keep costs low at the cost of improving range, which at 255 miles is only 8 miles more than the 2023 Bolt EUV. But Bolt can charge much faster than via a new NACS charge port, with a peak charging rate of 150 kilowatts, up from just 55 kilowatts on the older model. The 2027 Bolt will arrive at dealerships in the first quarter of 2026 with a starting price of just $28,995. The Hyundai Ioniq 5N is one of the most exhilarating EVs on sale, and Hyundai's luxury brand, Genesis, is launching its own version of the high-performance electric SUV in the form of the GV60 Magma. The aggressive-looking crossover is the first model under the new Magma sub-brand, and the GV60 Magma mirrors the Ioniq 5N with 601 horsepower and a boost function that ups output to 641 ponies. The Genesis, however, produces more torque when the boost mode is activated at 583 pound-feet, and takes Ioniq 5N's simulated gear shifts to the extreme by adjusting motor output depending on the gear. The fake exhaust noises are also present, and the 4,938-pound GV60 Magma also receives a retuned suspension and better brakes. Sales start in the US in 2026. Originally expected to wear a Lexus badge, the Toyota-developed supercar will actually arrive as the first standalone model under the GR Performance brand. Called the GR GT, the aggressive bodywork is wrapped around a new aluminum structure. The engine bay packs a twin-turbocharged 4.0-liter V8, hooked up to a mechanical limited-slip differential and an 8-speed transaxle, the latter of which also houses an electric motor. All told, the hybrid powertrain churns out 641 horsepower and 627 pound-feet of torque, providing a claimed top speed of 199 miles per hour. Toyota says the curb weight is 3,858 pounds. Prices are expected to start at around $300,000, and sales should start in late 2027. Jaguar has thrown out the playbook and will start afresh in late 2026 when production of the I-Type gets underway. The large, four-door Grand Tourer will be the first model in a line of new EVs as Jaguar attempts to move upmarket to compete with the likes of Bentley. The I-Type will be boldly styled, taking its blocky front end and dramatic proportions from the Type 00 concept. Jaguar is also targeting a 430-mile range for its new EV, which should be suitably powerful. We expect pricing to start close to $200,000 as Jaguar aims to capture a wealthier and younger audience. The Telluride launched for the 2020 model year and has been a smash hit. A multiple-time 10 Best Award winner, the first generation is a tough act to follow, but the new 2027 Telluride has some tricks up its sleeve. Chief among these is a new hybrid powertrain, which pairs a turbocharged 2.5-liter four-cylinder with two electric motors for 329 horsepower and an estimated 35 mpg. The base engine is also new, replacing the V6 with a turbocharged four-cylinder that produces 49 more pound-feet of torque than before. The interior and exterior also receive comprehensive overhauls, with a luxury design that mimics a Range Rover on the outside and is full of rich materials in the cabin. The 2027 Telluride goes on sale at some point in the first quarter of 2026. Lexus signaled its interest in a high-performance EV with the electrified sport concept in 2021, and doubled down with the LFA concept in 2025. The concept utilizes the same aluminum platform as the hybrid GR GT, but with an unspecified electric powertrain. Lexus had said the electrified Sport would be capable of a 60 miles per hour sprint in the low 2.0-second range and a range of over 430 miles thanks to solid-state batteries, but those figures could change by the time the new LFA launches in a few years. Lexus has also hinted at a simulated manual transmission in the past, which could help differentiate the LFA EV. Polestar's first vehicle, the dashing 1 hybrid coupe, has been followed by a succession of more reasonable cars, but the Swedish automaker will move back upmarket with the Polestar 6 convertible. Based on the O2 concept, the 6 will pair crisp styling with an 884 horsepower, 663 pound-foot all-wheel drive powertrain, good enough for a 3.2-second sprint to 60 miles per hour and a 155 mile per hour top speed. Its bonded aluminum chassis and 800-volt architecture will be shared with the upcoming Polestar 5 sedan. Originally expected in 2028, Polestar is now prioritizing a small SUV called the 7, with the 6 now not expected to reach dealerships until 2030 at the earliest.